Support for this podcast comes from St. Alphonsus Sports Medicine, offering services for sports injury and recovery, with physicians and athletic trainers who provide treatment for fractures, dislocations, sprains, strains, and other sports-related issues. More information on services at stalphonsus.org. So you can't see this, but hopefully you can hear it. Behind every Boise State Public Radio podcast is a team working hard to bring you stories that matter. So if you value podcasts like this one, please support them. Hit donate at boisestatepublicradio.org. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to The Connector, Idaho Daily News from Boise State Public Radio. I'm Troy Oppie. It is Wednesday, May 27th. Here are today's headlines. One wildfire still burning in south central Idaho after storms Monday, and a grass fire threatened parts of Mountain Home yesterday. The expectation of continued supply and demand issues on AI computing chips sent Micron stocks soaring yesterday. And where the LDS Church will build its newest Idaho temple. A quick update to yesterday's endangered missing persons alert many of us received yesterday. For a Caldwell 15-year-old named Kalen, police late yesterday reported the boy had been found and is safe. No further details were released. The Idaho Statesman's newsroom went on strike yesterday to protest AI content and what workers say are unfair wages. Here's Julie Lucchetta with more.
More than a dozen reporters, columnists, and photographers walked out of the newsroom Tuesday and joined a picket line on Park Boulevard in Boise.
What do we want? A fair contract! And when do we want it? Now!
Workers say the company has asked Newsroom to increase their output by 20%. Sports reporter and union chair Michael Licklama says McClatchy, the Idaho Statesman's publishing company, is spending millions on new AI tools.
While at the same time telling us that livable wages and meeting inflation are not a company strategy.
Licklama says last year, an AI-generated Idaho Statesman story mistakenly reported a local brewery had closed. He says McClatchy did not issue a correction and deleted the story.
Any mistake is a severe wound to us, and having a machine that literally makes stuff up all day just further degrades our credibility with our community.
Breaking news reporter Sally Krutzig says wages are not keeping up with the cost of living.
I love this city. I want to keep working here and reporting here, but I need to be able to afford to.
As the media company invests in new AI tools, reporters are asking for ethical guidelines.
And I just think right now, before it's too late, we need to set those guardrails in place.
For McClatchy newsrooms in Washington also joined the one-day strike. The Washington and Idaho News Guilds have been collectively bargaining for new contracts for a year. Julie Lucchetta, Boise State Public Radio News.
High demand and low supply of the computer chips that power artificial intelligence led business rating company and investment firm UBS to issue a very rosy price forecast for shares of Boise's Micron technology yesterday. That prediction is what sent the stock soaring to an all-time high, nearly $900 a share, up 19.3% yesterday. It's the largest single-day rise for Micron's stock price in nearly 15 years, according to MarketWatch, which also reports Micron bypassed Walmart and Eli Lilly to enter the top 10 of public companies based on market cap. That's the total value of issued shares. Micron's market cap passed the $1 trillion mark for the first time yesterday. The UBS analysis of that memory chip market predicts an undersupply of the components for nearly another 2 years. The Canyon County Prosecutor's Office says Caldwell needs to significantly increase the amount of money it pays for the prosecution of misdemeanor crimes against its citizens. The County Prosecutor's Office in a news release says the city of Caldwell paid about $350,000 to the county for this service last year, as required by state code. That's about 7% of the total cost, $2.4 million, to prosecute all misdemeanor crimes in the county. But prosecutions originating in Caldwell represented more than 22% of the workload, the county says. It recently renegotiated a similar contract with Nampa and says it will pursue a new contract with appropriate reimbursement rates from the city of Caldwell. A wildfire likely sparked by Monday's storms is still burning in south-central Idaho. The Summit Creek fire in Cassia County grew to about 1,500 acres yesterday, though the Sawtooth National Forest reported good progress with some calmer winds most of the day yesterday. Crews are back at work on the fire this morning. There are no active residential evacuations, but residents in the nearby basin community are watching closely. Fire crews also have a focus of keeping that blaze north of Castle Rocks State Park. Separately yesterday, a grass fire on the outskirts of Mountain Home threatened homes and forced some evacuations, burning about 300 acres before forward progress was stopped. Idaho State Police says some law enforcement officers suffered unspecified injuries in the response to that fire. Injuries to civilians are unconfirmed. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announced its new temple in Caldwell will be at South Florida and West Orchard Avenues. That's in the southern part of town near Lakeview Elementary School and just east of the north end of Lake Lowell. Plans call for an 82,000 square foot multi-story temple, including a meeting house and ancillary facility, according to a news release. The new site is the 11th active or planned LDS temple in Idaho. Idaho State University is rolling out a 3-year accelerated Bachelor of Applied Science degree program. New degree offerings include law enforcement management and leadership, applied business and professional sales, and a BAS in intelligent and trustworthy digital systems. The school in a news release says the accelerated programs are fully accredited and were developed in collaboration with industry partners to address workforce challenges. All 3 will be available this fall on the Pocatello campus. ISU is the first state university to offer a 3-year degree program. A former Boise Schools trustee who stepped down to move out of state in 2023 is back and planning a comeback. Andy Hawes served about 2 years after being appointed to the school board in 2021 and elected in 2022. Hawes announced he'll run for seat 1, but it's not clear if he'll have an opponent. The filing deadline for school board candidates is not until June 15th. The Boise School District hosts its own election, grandfathered into state code, every 2 years, the first Tuesday in September. 14 Boise State track and field athletes are in Arkansas this week for the first round of the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships starting today. That includes 8 women and 6 men, with conference champions Raekwon Witherspoon in the long jump, Alex Thompson in the men's 1500, and Kai Robinson in the women's 1500. Robinson was also a conference champion in the 800-meter dash, but her mark did not qualify for the national meet. 4 days of events start tonight. Top qualifiers will advance to the NCAA's final site at Eugene, Oregon, starting June 10th. Athletic Club Boise back on the home pitch this evening, a 7 p.m. kick against Sarasota. And not far from AC Boise Field at Expo, Idaho, the Boise Hawks continue the hot start to their Independent League baseball season. Game 2 of 6 with the Modesto Roadsters is tonight, first pitch at 7. The Hawks are 5-2 so far on the young season. They've won their last 3 straight. Maybe not the ideal pool day, but Boise's outdoor swimming pools open for the season this afternoon. Season passes are available for under $60 for adults, about half that for minors. There's more information at cityofboise.org/pools. Splash pads and misters are also operational for the summer at the city's parks, including the Grove Plaza Fountain. And that's your Connector on this Wednesday. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking and subscribing as well, which helps other people find this podcast. Elsewhere, an Idaho paleontologist may have found a new species of dinosaur using a toe bone. That story was part of Idaho Matters yesterday. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts or at our website, boisestatepublicradio.org. I'm Troy Oppie. I'll catch you right back here again tomorrow. Make it a great day.
You know, every day on Up First, NPR's Golden Globe-nominated morning news podcast, we bring you 3 essential stories. At the heart of each story are questions. What really happened? What really mattered? What happens next? At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious and to follow the facts. Follow Up First wherever you get your podcasts and start your day knowing what matters and why.